obviously first day, so you know there are going to be some players that are working the kinks out. Certainly collectively it'll take some time for us to develop a chemistry together. We have new players in the group, and we have players also that have been off. But it looks like their fitness level was good, which is what I'm most pleased with, and we've got a lot of talent out there. So it was great to be on the field with them and in the locker room prior to the training with them. Been waiting 5 months for this.
Very intense, which I think we all expected. So he brings a new mentality, a new edge, and I think we're all excited about getting going this year.
Very methodical approach, scientific. Our director of sports science, John Cohn, has laid that out, and that provides a bit of the template for what we will do physically. But then from there, I have a periodization tactically in terms of how I'm going to load in certain things on certain days. Throughout the six weeks that we have leading to New York on March 3rd, I have certain things that I want to introduce at certain times. So there's a method to it.
Yeah, there's quite a few new faces. I think every year you have some changes, probably more so this year than years in the past. But the guys that they brought in, I was excited about every single one of the transactions that went down. I think we brought in some guys that have played a ton of games and MLS games, so they've got experience. They've come from places that have a winning mentality and have some good stuff going on. So it's great to have those guys here, and hopefully they can help us out as well.
I had no problems with staying in Toronto, but my agent called me while I was on international duty and said, "Hey, Portland, it's a possibility if you want to go there." And I said, "Of course I want to go there." So it happened, and I'm happy about it. Besides, Boston, where I was raised, this is the place where I chose to get my education for 4 years, and Oregon State is close to my heart, and I'm happy to be back here in Portland in the Oregon area, and I feel at home here.
Turning it into a winning organization, an elite organization. I mean, the organization is elite in many aspects, with the fan base, the support, all those different things, the professionalism, but the success on the field hasn't quite translated yet. So the challenge is turning this team into a playoff caliber team, turning it into a contender every year, and not just a team with good fans, not just a team with a lot of good support. It needs to be a winning team, and I think that's the main challenge I see here.
I've always wanted to play in front of these fans, and I mean, especially this area where you just look up and all you see is a sea of green, and this is a place where I've always wanted to be, and I got to pinch myself sometimes that I'm actually here in Portland. It's a great feeling.
The tone I set with them in the locker room prior to coming out here is that we're going to have very clear goals. We have a vision of what we're going to do, and we have a methodology of how we're going to do it. At any level, that's an important thing, to get the locker room right and to get the culture right. So those are some of the things some of the messages that I wanted to send to them prior to training. And then training, it's them figuring out the way that we do things, the way that we train, some of the concepts regarding our style of play and system of play.
I think everybody's a little anxious just getting ready to get out here. It's been a long off season, I think, for everybody, just seeing all the pieces getting put together. Every couple of days it seems like there's a move going, some guy's leaving, somebody's coming, and so just to get out there with all the guys, I think was a big first step, and now we can build on that. But it's fun. I think we all knew it would be a good time. There's nothing that's not fun about playing for this organization. Everybody knows that.